you.
All right, it's recording, by the way, just to let you know.
All right, well, so let me ask you real quick. No names. We're good. No names.
No names. Sorry,
no
guys.
Names.
This is
a
pre-show to the real show kind of thing happening here. But go ahead.
We'll do our introductions in a moment, but real quick before we get going, you're in the strip club. I want to know what type of man. Let's let all new listeners, everybody come in. Let them know what type of show we are, what kind of hosts they're dealing with, and what type of men are we at the strip club. I'm going to go first, and then I want you to tell me what type of man you are at the strip club. Now, let's go with a little caveat. My co-host is getting married in May, right? Is it May?
July.
Getting married in July. I was close enough. Getting married in July. And so that caveat to that, he loves his lovely fiance very, very much. Shout out to Steph. She's doing great. Yeah. Loves her to death. But he was a man before that. He did enjoy strip clubs like any man. So with that being said, we're going to find out what type of man we are at a strip club. Me, personally, I might buy you. I might go ahead and pay off that college debt. I know you're working through it. You're probably going to pay off that college debt in a couple months, but we are going to figure out a plan together. I'm going to figure out your real name. I want to know how you were raised. I want to go ahead and I want to know what your tendencies are, what mistakes you made, how we can be better, how we can fix that, and I might help you out with some college tuition. That's the type of man I am at the strip club. There aren't many men like me. And I'm proud to be that man. I don't think there's anything ashamed. I am the man that falls in love with the stripper that T-Pain talked about. Now, my co-host with the Mo-host, tell me, I can't believe I don't like that I said that, but we'll move right past it. I want to know what type of man is Michael the Pharaoh Shanuti in his heyday. Not talking engaged to Steph days like we are at now. In his heyday, what type of man is new in the strip club?
A menace. Tasmanian.
The exact opposite of Joe.
This is yeah.
Are you being the story you were telling before show? Are you kind of like that man? Are you being a little critical?
Because that man is built like a jelly bean, and I don't associate with broke YNs, as one would say.
PC era dad, ladies and gentlemen.
I go into the mindset of the strip club being just the club too, which is wild. I'm not over there thinking I'm going to fall in love or anything, but you never know. I guess you could say on this show, I've had my fair share of textings with a couple of them. I text a couple of them, maybe hang out.
Give you some check-ins.
I might get some seconds.
You do check-ins with the girls.
Let's just say back in the day, thank the Lord, we're done with all this stuff. And but yeah, I mean, there was ample enough money given.
So you were like me. You're very much like me in the club. You want to say, hey, how's things going? Did you make tuition this month?
You're paying off one, right?
I'm sorry?
So you're saying you're paying off one. You said you paid off one.
I have helped one college tuition, yeah. One time. One stripper, one time, one college tuition, yes, but it was like
her nurses has Michael Shanuti's money. Let's just say that. In a couple of nights.
Hey, you know what? That's why we host a show together, my friend.
I don't discriminate. I don't like.
Hey, one thing about this show, sometimes we go to each other's heads.
I will say this: the strippers.
But we both got a heart of gold. We both got a heart of gold, man.
I want somebody to tell me something because this is the bullshit. When the stripper tells you you can slap her ass, and you slap her ass, and all of a sudden the security guard comes out like he's Batman and goes, "You can't slap the stripper's ass," and the stripper doesn't say a word. You're just sitting there like, okay. And you're like, and the stripper's like, oh, yeah, it's all right. They do that from time to time. I said, from time to time, bitch, say something when I slapped your ass. I was like, you're the one who gave me the go to slap your ass. I didn't say
Let me know the slap the ass police are coming around.
I was like, no, and just tell me if it's not, like, you're not allowed to do that. It's fine. I'll play by the rules. I'm not here being a creep. You're the one saying slap your ass. And
you're doing your job. I want to have a good time. There's no reason that those need to cross lines that don't need to go.
I'm okay with no slapping of the ass. It's fine. But thank you for letting me do it. Don't get me in trouble. Fuck you, kind of thing.
So both these hosts are passionate men with hearts of gold that may or may have not paid some college tuitions. For some hardworking women, and that is why we are where we are today, to give you welcome to the Face of the Franchise. I am, of course, Little Joe Ooh, or Joe Doran. This is my co-host that has been my co-host through both iterations of Face of the Franchise, out with Alcoholic Joe and now non-alcoholic Joe. That is Michael the Pharaoh Shunnudy. And one more
intros, but he's doing the intros today. Go for it, buddy.
Hey, you know what? Well, do you want to go ahead?
What? I mean, go ahead for what? Go ahead for what? You did the intros.
You want to do the intros? Go ahead.
You did it already. I'm proud.
Damn it! Okay, can I tell you something? And I was gonna tell you after last show, and I swear to God, we'll get into the fucking show in a minute. But I was gonna tell you last show, and that was for a month. And you can go back and you can watch the beginnings of each show. In the first 5 minutes, we both introduced the show. So I don't know. We both do, and it was kind of a bit without a bit. And I was hoping you kind of knew what we were doing. And then right now was my heat check. You did not know what we were doing. But for the last month, we have both been introducing the show at one point or another.
I don't want to ruin the listeners' day with two guys just yelling at each other. We talked about strip clubs in the beginning. We got their attention. Now you want to bring up some bullshit, so bring up some bullshit, and then we'll talk about it. Because all of a sudden you're incriminating me. First of all,
we started out on such a good note. My heart's of gold.
You're incriminating me. Why are you bringing
incriminating you?
You're the guy who gives the best man speeches. Like, hey, remember those two twins in Spain, Faulkner or whoever? And it's just like, and God forbid the man.
I'm surprised you brought that one up. We'll get refocused. We'll get on. There is something I do want to bring up, and it could be cause of incrimination, but we both made this mistake. I'm incriminating us both. And you can go back and listen to this show as well, outside of us both introducing the show, which did happen 2 weeks ago on last time's show. We had a Super Bowl review, and we mentioned pretty much everything. We mentioned the Patriots going ahead and falling short. We mentioned that some unfair criticism to some linemen. We mentioned the Seahawks defense doing great. We mentioned Sam Darnold finally making it. You know who the fuck we did not mention? The Super Bowl winning head coach, the guy who didn't even meet his fucking son until after the game. I see the look on your face. You want to dispute this. We did not mention Mike McDonald the whole entire Super Bowl review.
I'm pretty okay. If we didn't, we didn't. But here's the reason why I didn't do that. And maybe we didn't do that.
You're going to defend yourself? I'm not defending myself. I'm saying I fucked up. I'm being accountable.
I will tell you why we didn't bring up Mike McDonald. Because that Super Bowl was
not as accountable. That's what I'm hearing.
That Super Bowl was so shitty that I even forgot about that Super Bowl before you even brought it up. Somebody brought it up to me like a couple of days ago, and I was like, damn, that shit's not that shit happened? And I was like, and they were like, yeah. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, that was the Super Bowl. It's kind of like the Super Bowls, like I told you, like the Colts and Bears, when Devin Hester returned that touchdown and nobody remembers the rest. Or maybe
I remember Sexy Rexy was in it.
Sexy Rexy, exactly. But that's it. Like, you knew Peyton was going to win that. If Peyton didn't win that Super Bowl, he would have been fucked. And then the Broncos Seahawks, where the Seahawks beat them by like 50 points. Like, that shit was terrible. Like, this Super Bowl was up there with one of the worst just because it was like Drake May. I don't know if he's a good quarterback. Darnold, great story, sure. But like that defense, the Seahawks defense was going to fuck them. And like, credit.
I'll showed potential. You can't argue it. Yes, schedule monger, but I think we can't just easily throw out. We don't know if he's a good quarterback. I think he showed that he can be a great quarterback. There's still a lot of development to go.
I think it would have been a better Super Bowl if it was Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, and I said that from the beginning of the playoffs. I said one guy trying to win MVP, he won MVP, but winning MVP, winning Super Bowl MVP, getting that second ring, solidifying himself as a first ballot Hall of Famer. Josh Allen, one of the children of the corn, quarterbacks. Him, Baker, and Lamar. When is
I haven't
Levi
heard that label in a
stop? When is Levi ever gonna stop praying for the team? Is he gonna go and win the Super Bowl now? Like the Kermit the Frog is not in the Super Bowl, and you couldn't beat the fucking Broncos, dude. Like, come on. When are we gonna give this guy more chances? I don't want to get on a Josh Allen rant, but that would have been a better Super Bowl.
Yeah, it did turn quickly into how pissed you are at Josh Allen.
I just can't, like, I can't defend this guy anymore. This guy, he married Haley Seinfeld. He's getting spit in her mouth by Michael B. Jordan and Sinners, and getting.
You think there's a whole cuck show going on at the Allen household?
He's getting cucked everywhere. He's getting cucked in the NFL. He's getting cucked in his personal life. He's getting cucked. Let's hope the baby turns out white. I said it. Because some of those interviews, Joe, and I know you used to want to be an actor, a comedian. Some of those interviews, that was a little bit too much great acting for me to swallow. This is now turned into the nude rant minute on Josh Allen and his love
It just life. Did. Yeah, no, sorry, you can't say it's not.
But
it just did.
I mean,
you're doing full Liam Cohen. You're doing Joe's Liam Cohen take on Josh Allen right now.
Like I said, you always wanted it. You strive to be a comedian. You strive to be a fucking actor. When you see your girl getting too friendly with an actor, what does that mean to you?
Oh, I'm fucked. I'm getting cocked.
And it's Michael B. Jordan. It's not like it's fucking Eddie Murphy.
You know what I say? I say, Michael, go ahead. It's not even worth me trying. I say congratulations, buddy. You won the battle. I'm going to go off in the corner again. Maybe I'll go to my mom's back to my mom's basement where I belong. And that's likely what I'll do.
Nasty behavior. But go ahead and continue with your Mike McDonald thing. But nasty.
And you know what? I bet you, Josh Allen, you're trying to fight just like you're trying to fight through the NFL. But it's not, unfortunately, buddy, you may just end up in the basement while Michael B. Jordan makes sweet, sweet love to Haley Steinfeld. And your baby comes out black. With that being said, a beautiful nude rant. I was worried we weren't having a nude rant today, but we got a beautiful one. So I will go and move right along. Marshawn Lattimore and Tyler Biadasz both released. Not a big shocker overall. We didn't want to pay these guys. Listen, I have a little bit of umbrage with Tyler Biadasz. Yes, I know everyone and their grandmother, once that happened, all of a sudden they knew it was happening because if you look at the tape, listen, I think there's something to be said about the center that comes into the league and is with that quarterback for the first time. Whatever, you're going to hate on me, that your people are going to groan at this, but I also think there's something to doing a Campbell's commercial with your quarterback and the bonding that it creates, and that it's again, there was chemistry there. I think Biadasz is a very up and down center. I understand the release, but I think it's also, he's still young enough where that guy can build, where it's a centerpiece, and he's kind of a bridge gap lineman anyway. To where you can kind of make him a filler along with the rest of the line that we're building. But Marshawn Lattimore made sense. I heard a lot of people say, let's move him to safety. No, we're not moving Marshawn Lattimore to safety. That guy's not worth a fucking dime right now, unfortunately. Unless he wants to go ahead, and I've long advocated on this show all season long, if he wants to go ahead and do a WWE audition, we'll take you, buddy. More than welcome. I think you'd be a good fit for that. Maybe retire Rey Mysterio, since you're both lightweight small boys, and I think that would be wonderful for you. Outside of that, I'm not too overly concerned with it. It is what it is. We didn't want to pay the boys. Noud, do you have any thoughts on these? I figure probably not.
I mean, you said it perfectly. I think Lattimore was a failed project, and I'm not saying that to any thing to Commanders, because I mean, you guys
you're being honest.
You guys had to get a corner. You guys tried to revive his career. He was an All-Pro at one point. Be honest, it is what it is. I mean, there's cap casualties. He seemed to be the likely candidate. You got to get younger. I mean, you guys have Jaden now. You guys are, whatever you do at running back, whatever you do with Terry's the oldest guy. You want Terry to be the oldest guy, right? That's probably what this thing is. Defensively, you need to get more speed to it. I mean, Bobby Wagner's not getting any older. Same with Von Miller.
He's finally talking nice. He talked nice about Jaden this week on the Rich Eisen show, so I do appreciate that. But you're right. I want to get the AARP card members out of the locker room.
And
so I'm not too upset.
Tell me why you think Deebo's gone too.
Yeah, no, I just, the way he's been talking in interviews, we'll find out, I believe, tomorrow, is when we either have to pay him his bonus or not. And it's just, he's said in interviews, well, I don't know. I am technically a free agent. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It seems like he kind of wants to go ahead and go back to home in San Francisco. Listen, I'm fine either way. I think we are going to get some new blood in there. I think Jalen Lane takes a leap, which I'll get more into in the show actually this year. And I've talked about in some of our podcast network chats. But yeah, I do think he will likely be out with what everything's being said, with the writing on the wall. And to your point, we want to get younger. We want to get the AARP card members out. I believe Deebo, correct me on this, is at least 30, if not 31.
Oh, he's old. And
so
he might be still fat. So
he might be in fat. We know he gains that weight in the offseason too. So I think Deebo's more than likely gone. We will literally find out probably before this week is out exactly how that's going to play. We might even find out today, so we'll see. But yeah, nothing besides that. I'm not too, again, I think we're building up a wide receiver core with Terry, with Jalen Lane. I suspect us in that third and fourth to dip in and get some more wide receivers. I know we're going to defense those first 2 rounds, at least I expect us to. So Deebo was a nice little fun year, but I think we kind of mutually just are going to move forward, and that's fine. You're going to miss the rebound year, Jaden. That's on you. All right, Noud, anything you'd like to get off your chest about the Steelers this week? I had a couple Commanders things I wanted to get off real quick. I heard a report card was mentioned. Talk to me about
it. No, it's just funny that people are now saying, oh, the report card. Good for you guys. I'm glad. I mean, this is what happens when you have a narcissistic 70-year-old, third-generation Rooney doing things, because it's all fucking stupid. They don't want to spend money to help the team. They don't want to spend money to help the facilities. This shit is crack. This shit is awful. Like, this shit, I'm glad it's coming to fruition why players hate doing the things with the Steelers. Like, sure, like, Mike Tomlin, to his credit, covered everything, right? Mike Tomlin was leader of men. Everybody wanted to play for Mike Tomlin. See how Mike McCarthy is. He seems like the same vibe. But when you say when there's only 5 toilets for 53 guys to use, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like,
I get shit everywhere.
I just don't know, man. This team's pathetic. Like, this organization's pathetic now. Like, we have turned into the shinier version of the Cleveland Browns, and I've said that before.
Well, you're trying to get me rock hard early this morning, huh?
I'm sick and tired of it.
People are seducing me.
People have texted me left and right about the Steelers this offseason. This is the first offseason where I'm like, I have not given a fuck of that to that extent. Like, I give a fuck. Like,
you're not excited about Jordan Tyson coming in that locker room?
Jordan Tyson's not coming to us. What the fuck? He's like a top 10 pick. Chill out. Second thing.
Hey, okay.
No, the thing is.
We'll get to it. I don't want to get to it.
Fucking problem.
We'll get to it now.
You can make all these moves. I saw Minka Fitzpatrick making a reunion. You can pick that gay boy Lemon to fucking our team. You Waddle, Olave, checking on Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh, great. Who's throwing the ball? I don't know who's throwing the ball. So who gives a fuck? At this point,
out for quarterback.
I mean, it's not a bad option. You make for good TV.
Hey, 6.6% body fat. You see it's dropping every week.
We're doing it again. Go to the next topic. See, you're gonna start another rant.
Okay, yeah, I want to, but let's. News and headlines. We do have some serious news. That's why I wanted to tone it down. Sometimes we do our dumb bit transitions with a serious topic, but not with this one. Just want to cool it down. Rest in peace, Rondale Moore. We missed last week's show. Obviously, I had some personal stuff going on, but we did still want to address this. Way too young, 25 years old. Obviously, there's a lot of different videos from players and paying their respects and tributes this week. I saw JJ. I saw JJ Watt. share some videos of their time together, some messages he sent with them in practice, which was really cool to see. You saw AJ Brown talk a lot about mental health and perception on the internet and how that plays into things. So I just want to get that message out that, especially here at Face of the Franchise, we've always been a big proponent of mental health, as much as we joke, because sometimes is unpacey or whatever the fuck you want to call us we can be. We are big proponents of that, and we just wanted to say wholeheartedly rest in peace, Rondale Moore.
Yeah, I mean, to that dickhead who posted his fucking betting slip with saying RIP, I mean, fuck off, dude. Like, a lot of people just need to fuck off. This guy had... We think about it, and
I didn't even realize, was that something that played into it?
Yeah, what? Oh, betting? No, I think what played into Rondale Moore really is, like you said, when that clip of J.J. Watt from Hard Knocks came out, and he was, like, beating himself up. That was just him healthy. Imagine beating yourself up for, like, tearing your ACL, you're, like, out for the season, you don't know what team you're making it, then you go from Arizona to Minnesota. Not saying that was the reason, but, like, you feel like you're a journeyman, and you're not really an established player like you thought you were going to be. And then your mental health goes quickly. And, yeah, you said A.J. Brown said something, but, like, really, the NFL has a problem now. And I think now that you have 3 cases in the last year with mental health with men, you need to focus on that. You need to focus on these guys. We pretend, we yell at the TV, we joke around, like you said, we do all these things with these players, but we can tend to forget these are human beings, and these are players that left college at probably, like, what, 20 to 21 years old,
right?
Went straight into a professional setting, and they are, like, learning the ropes about the NFL.
Remember us at 21, 22 years old, dude?
Huh?
Remember us at 21, 22 years old? Fuck. Can you imagine getting all that money and then having all that constant scrutiny, especially someone, and I know you tend to do this, but you're not as bad with me, people that tend to overthink. I mean, that is a trap for disaster. And I'm sorry to interject, but I to go on overthinking for a second and how dangerous that can be. And listen, it's a small thing. I know overthinking. Come on, Joe. But that when you're under that high pressure, you're that young, you get constant scrutiny your whole entire life. You have, as Noud mentioned, certain expectations for yourself coming out. I believe he was a first rounder, right?
Yeah.
First round draft pick. You're expecting.
It was a high draft pick. He was like either a first rounder or an early second.
Okay. Yeah. Something along those lines. Somebody correct us. So, and when you have all that constant high expectations, and then you add it's so best of
awesome
thing is messing up. I'm going to leave and come back, go on to the next big David Montgomery trade. I got a rock.
No, this is my favorite part of this show. Joe's fucking internet. Anyways, just to wrap it up, like he said, Rondale Moore, we RIP. Please, if you have anybody who is out there struggling with mental health, please go out and help them out. Call the hotline. Do whatever you need to do. You sitting back is not going to help anyone. So please try your best to help those people.
Okay. We are back.
No, you're not back. You're still on a black screen. This guy has to be the funniest internet dude of all time. Anyways, but David Montgomery traded to the Texans for the 4th and 7th round draft picks. OL Juice Scruggs. We talked a lot about our co-host, our co-partner in crime, to share about this. He hates it. I mean, obviously, we're talking about what is going on with the Lions in general. I mean, everybody's saying Gibbs season and all this, but really, guys, they lost a weapon. Like, this was a weapon. Like, think about it. David Montgomery was a weapon with Jahmyr Gibbs. We don't know what Jahmyr Gibbs looks like. I mean, sure, it could be an Alvin Kamara situation with Mark Ingram. He could go to the moon. He could be by himself, everything like that. But just temper expectations. I mean, I think they got a pretty good a load of draft picks, 4th, 7th, and then they want to build that offensive line. They lost Glasgow, which was kind of interesting. They cut him. And when the first reports came out, it was Texans for a 5th-round pick, actually, for David Montgomery. Now, granted, don't forget that teams can go above other teams at this point in free agency in this new league year to get a trade done over that team. So somebody must have asked for David Montgomery's availability, kind of countered that offer, and it was like, oh, we could do this. So I like to trade for the Texans. We'll see. This kind of tells me Joe Mixon is out the door because I have no idea what the hell is going on. Woody Marks, we'll see how it works with him. But, hey, temper expectations from Tashar is what he's saying. Sleepy Aaron Jones, love apparently. Greatest running back after the – yeah. Sleepy Aaron Jones, Aaron Glenn, I don't know what this means. Joe writes these things, and sometimes he has just weird connotation. This love thing is going crazy. He deserves it. He is on that level with Bijan Robinson. He's getting there. I think you might see him high as 3 to the Cardinals, some people said, but if he goes to the Chiefs, look out. I think he will be one of those running backs we'll be talking about for a while. NFL salary cap went up. Surprise, surprise. This happens every year. It went up to $22 million this year. I think that's one of the highest. They are giving ammo to these teams, and I'm happy for that. Unlike the NBA, where they're just like, I don't know what Adam Silver is doing. He's a vampire. He's sucking everything up. So we'll see what they do with this money. Kenneth and Trey Hendrickson, kind of being the headliners for the free agent pool. A lot of this is great. A lot of this is awesome to see. I was happy to see Kenneth Walker probably getting able to pick his spot. Hendrickson obviously is great because of the whole saga with the Bengals. We'll see what happens with Max Crosby. I know there's a lot of different things floating around with him trade-wise. I'm pretty excited to see. Drew Delman of the Bears retiring at 27. Kind of interesting. Hopefully there's more that comes out. They were a hot team last year, and it's kind of crazy because they signed him to help that offensive line. Now they have to figure out that center position, those tackle positions, because they kind of fixed the interior of the line last offseason. 27 is very young. I'm assuming this was a decision that was very hard for him and his family. I know we talk about being funny. Look, Bear Glazers, all that stuff, whatever. This is kind of sickening. Hopefully he's okay. Lane Johnson returning for 35. Hey, look, at 35, you won't see me playing left tackle for Jalen Hurts, but it is what it is. 36, and when the 2026 season rolls around, he was one of the best in the league. There's no count about it. And then, of course, the Falcons will release Kurt Cobain's coming here soon to the theater near you. I can see him being the quarterback for like a Jets or the Falcons, or not the Falcons, sorry, Jets, the Cardinals. I've got my birds mixed up. So we could see where that is. There is a note here about Malik Willis. I didn't want to do that without Joe. I don't know if he's coming back. I've just been running down this whole thing. This is funny to me because this is why I tell him not to do it in his car, but he's a fucking idiot, and this is what happens. So, all right. First look at the 2026 draft. His favorite prospect is Caleb Downs. No doubt about it. It's pretty great. Peter Woods should be a top 10 pick. I don't know about that. He's still undersized. He's the D tackle from Clemson. He's pretty good. I like what he's saying. Just Steelers must grab. Joey's think Pete Woods or Jordan Tyson. All right. And then his is Commanders must grab. Not Sony Styles. Stick to your guns. Stay with Caleb Downs. Now, for me, I like his picks. I just don't think Tyson's going to be there for us. Woods, whatever. I think really we'll see what it is. My favorite prospect, because he picked Caleb Downs, I'll pick a different guy. My My favorite prospect, I'm just waiting for him to come back because this is funny as hell, is Jeremiah Love. I think Jeremiah Love is come back, and I think he's going to be somewhat of a difference maker for a team. I did all the news and headlines without you, except for
the whole into no way, except for the one I wanted you to wait for, right?
You got it. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
That's my partner. We've been doing this show for a while for a reason, and we're co-hosts together for a reason, baby. Just quick.
Because it was your internet, I get to start first. Because it was your
Real
internet.
quick. Fair. I will give that to you. May I say one comment on each headline?
You get one sentence. If you go over a sentence, you're docked a minute.
Challenge accepted, asshole. All right, David Montgomery. Congratulations. I think you're gonna have a great new home with the Texans. Sleepy here in Glen. Ha 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 ha. Commanders. I think I got your salary cap wrong. I think I got a wrong article on that. I think it's actually 89 million, not 71.4 million. I apologize about that. I need to check an extra verified source, but I'm pretty sure it's actually 89 million. Trey Hendrickson. I don't want you. We talked about AARP card. I don't want you. Walker, good luck in whatever home you go. You deserve to get paid, buddy. Lane Johnson, speaking of AARP cards. Drew Dahlman, buddy, I'm sorry. As we talked about mental health, I believe that has a lot to do with the Dahlman case as well. Best of luck in your future endeavors, Mr. Dahlman. And then finally, I will let Kirky, congratulations on hustling the whole entire NFL. I don't know if you noticed that topic was on there or you mentioned that one, but congratulations on hustling the whole NFL. Thank you for doing all the news and headlines, except for the one I wanted you to wait for. I will allow you, good sir, to go first, but set it up. Set it up before you make your argument. Set it up.
What, just Malik Willis his payday's 30 mil?
Set up the actual segment. Set up the situation.
Here. Okay, because the segment on the show, because of all the way back to Kenny Pickett, the small hand bitch, which I told Joe I didn't want in the first place. And
you love backstory. No. You love throwing in some backstory.
You love to twist the narrative and think Michael Sheedy hates these guys. I said I hate these guys.
I have a clip where you and what's his name again? I'm already blanking on his name, even though I remembered it earlier in the show. Keith. You and I wanted to say Nathan for some reason. Yes, you and Keith. Okay, went ahead.
This guy has Cricket Wireless. I'm done with this shit. He wants Malik Willis to get 30 million. Keep his stupid face on the screen. This is the stupid face he makes. Malik Willis, 30 million. Fuck that, dude. Kurt Warner told you guys to watch film. I'm pulling up the tweet. He said, go watch film. See why people think he's worth 30 million. It's not even close to why he's worth 30 million. There's nothing in the world that says this man's worth 30 million. Fuck you, Joe. I don't know if you heard all that, but fuck him. Anyways, my favorite prospect is Jeremiah Love. I think he's going to be a great running back in this league, in the spots he's going to. My sleeper prospect is actually a guy, the line, what's his name? Rodriguez. I think people are really trying to decimate his draft stock. I don't know why. He's great. I think he's going to be good. Steelers must grab Lemon, Boston, whatever wide receiver is there, I think would be good. Obviously, we were looking at corners and safeties as well. I do like the Caleb Downs for the Commanders. I think they need to. They need to rebuild that defense, and I think it's great. We're going to just go down to Joe and Noud's non-football sports stories. For him, is championship week, March Madness, his favorite time of the year. Used to be a gambler. Guy's going to be watching all these games. I mean, I will be too. I love this time of the year. This is kind of like a nice refresher with the NBA and all that. Look at that. Guy's in Guantanamo Bay. He doesn't know where he is. He's got Cricket Wireless. These are the same films you'll see at the cartel, ISIS beheadings. This guy has the same network, burner phone. So, Noud story of the week. Look, the biggest story that came out of the Olympics was the USA men and women's hockey team winning. A lot of people are very upset with our president of what he said about, we'll bring the women. I agree. Be upset at the president. Don't be upset with the players. What do the players do? They're on cloud nine. What are they supposed to do? Stop what he said earlier. Very good SNL cold opening with the guy from Heated Rivals. That show about those two. I have no way else to say it. Homosexual fucking hockey players. And that's what it is. I mean, our president said some stupid shit. I mean, what else is new? Hold on, Joe.
Dude, I'm back. If anyone, no one call me when we're recording. If you call me.
The guy has a job and he's mad that he's on Cricket Wireless. Again, he's on the same network as those beheading videos and cartel videos.
Oh, it's working now. Nice.
Nice.
All right, as long as it doesn't slow down and no one calls me.
Even when the cartel has to behead someone, they have better service than Joey Dorian doing just a simple hour podcast about football. So, going back to my previous, I got all the way to Noud's story.
I'm gonna cry.
I got all the way to Noud's story. We can go back to Malik. He's gone again. I don't understand. Joe, get something else. Get a laptop, you fuck. Hotspot it. Anyways, so like I said, don't get mad at Trump. Get mad or don't get mad at the players. Get mad at Trump for what he said. I mean, obviously, what he said was stupid. Very, if you want to say, very male centric. I think that in its way should be great. So, let's see here. He wants to do a wrestling minute. I don't know if that's going to happen today. Joe and Arkansas to make the final. Joe has Arkansas making the Final Four plus 1,200. 25 would get you 300. That's pretty good. I think Arkansas has a good defense. Noud's pick. Me, it's Joker winning the MVP. I know SGA is the odds-on favorite. He could get injured at any time. I really like the second I'm betting on. I mean, plus 600. What are you going to lose? Put 5 on it, see what happens. Yeah. So that's amazing. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. Yeah, and he's back. We can see you now.
I'm getting a new fucking phone, and I'm getting a new fucking laptop this weekend. I'm going to go real fucking quick on everything, all my topics, since you already did everything before my phone crashes out again. So this is Speed Course, face of the fucking franchise with Pissed Off Joe. You already got Noud, the Pharaoh, being like, what the fuck's wrong with my partner's part of the show? And he did most of the show, so now I'm going to do my half. Here we fucking go. Okay, Malik Willis, he's going to get $30 million a year. Yes, Noud says, Hall of Fame quarterback, so he's overvalued. Fucking whatever. They overvalue quarterbacks now. He's making $30 million. Success. Okay? He hustled the league just like Kirky, and I still believe him. I still don't think this is a hustle. I think they are paying him for his value. Noud, apologize. You were dead set and wrong. You and Keith went ahead and said, you said on a draft show like 4 years ago or 3 years ago when I was in the midst and peak of alcoholism. Not fair, by the way. Not fair. All right, you had an advantage already. You both said, I think I was already proven right about Malik Willis. You weren't. You went ahead, you nutted too early, classic Noud, and you were wrong. You were wrong about Malik Willis. Look me in the eye and apologize.
Nope, because just because he's going to get $30 million for just doing whatever he did to a shitty Ravens defense doesn't mean anything. Kurt Warner, who is better watching film than both of us, dumbass, is telling me.
Oh, Kirk, here we go.
I'm just
go ahead, continue.
No, he's true. I mean, he's saying Malik Willis
allegedly better at watching film than both of us.
He is. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Allegedly.
Went to 3 Super Bowls, won 1. Good for him. He's a great quarterback. He said, "Go."
Yeah, that's up for debate.
Do it. I mean, everybody is in love with the new Sam Darnolds and all this shit. Please.
No, Kurt Warner was the OG Sam Darnold for sure.
I hope. What I really, really do hope. I hope he goes to.
He had a movie made out of his career.
I hope he makes. I mean, he goes to the Dolphins, he's fucked. He goes to the Cardinals, he's fucked. So tell me where he's going to be good, and then we'll see. Because if he signs to any of those teams, he is absolutely screwed, and he's done.
I can't argue with the fact that Kirk does know better than us, bits aside. Okay, that is very fair. I think that regardless, you fooled the league. You pulled a Kirk Cousins. Congratulations, buddy. And if you win, I'm going to set the same clause for Shador. If he wins a playoff game, I want you to apologize on this show, and I'll leave it at that.
You're gonna apologize.
You're going to apologize once he wins a playoff game. Can you agree to that?
Malik Willis wins a playoff game. Yeah, I will apologize.
Say the Shador Sanders clause.
No. Shador is he already lost his dude already lost his fucking job.
We'll see. Regardless, when either of them wins a playoff game. Oh no, you're gone? Huh. Okay, well, I'm going to continue onward as Noud has left us, and somehow I'm still here. That is strange. So, like I said, I'm going to do the rest of my show. He gave you his favorite prospects, the sleeper prospect, as well as the Steelers must grab and Commanders must grab. He is right back. Hey there, my friend. So, my favorite prospect, I've been talking about him all year. I love Caleb Downs. Listen, I know I'm going to get ahead of my skis, and I wish my internet was working a little bit better so we'd have more time for you to fully react to what I'm about to say here. But there's a lot of conversations that Caleb Downs is being talked about like a Hall of Famer, Super Bowl winner, Ed Reed, when he first came into the league. There's a lot of talk about that, his leadership, his skill set, and his mindset. There's a lot of Ed Reed comparisons for Caleb Downs right now amongst NFL circles. I love Caleb Downs. That is, bar none, my favorite prospect. Another prospect that I don't understand why he isn't really being talked enough about, in my opinion, or considered a top 10 guy, and that is Peter Woods. I don't understand. Maybe it's because of the program he was a part of in Clemson. I don't know, but I love Peter Woods. Showed that he could stay dedicated to a program the whole entire time. I'm a fan of what he's able to do. Explosive, off the line. It's a great grab, great pickup. A lot like Mason Graham, a little more touted going into his draft last year for sure. But I think this is another guy a lot of people sleep on that does have at least a future. I wouldn't say future. I can't say future Pro Bowler anymore, but definitely future first all-around team, as well as Steelers must grab is once again. You have an old D line. I know it. We need to get a receiver. We just don't like drafting wide receivers for the Steelers. My must grab is once again Peter Woods. I think you spruce up that defensive line a little bit for you guys. You go ahead and give a buddy to TJ Watt. You continue to get those AAP cards on your D-line handed out to y'all. So Hayward, I believe he's coming back, but how much longer are we going to have him for? I think that'd be a good investment, but also at the same time, I love Jordan Tyson. You say he's not going out of the top 10. I think you may be surprised by that. He is a great pickup, though. Probably the best receiver in this draft, in my opinion. Really explosive, quick, and physical receiver. I'm excited to see what he does in the league, no matter where he goes. Commanders must grab. There's so much talk about Sonny Styles. He's so fast. He had the greatest combine of all time since combines. Man, for me, I'm sticking to my guns on this one. I want Caleb Downs. I want a future leader that we can have in this defense. You have Jaden leading the offense, and you're going to have Caleb leading that defense. Next up, my non-football story is a March Madness preview championship week, all about, hey, Akron's hooping, baby. Akron's got a shot at the MAC championship. Noud, how are you feeling right now about your Zips, baby?
I think both teams, them and the Miami of Ohio team, if they both make it to the championship in the MAC championship, they both should make it. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, but someone I do like, there are a couple teams that I love. I think Florida's a team that everybody's talking about. Arkansas is another team that I can see going far. I'll get to that in a little bit more to that in a moment. Not going off anybody from any other media outlets. That is a strictly Joe from his own, watching the ball, putting his eyes on the ball, envisioning the future of the ball, and that's all I did there. No other media outlet influence, despite what some co-hosts want to say. With that being said, so I'll just get right to it then. That is my Joe's pick of the week at Gambling Corner is, of course, Arkansas to make it to the Final Four. It's plus 1,200, so that's $25 is going to get you 300. You can't beat that value, and somehow I am still surviving on this recording right right now. So with that being said, we'll get into my favorite segment of the week, and of course Noud's as well, as he has made me a strict promise, and I don't see. He looked down for a second, but he's going to keep his eyes right on me. He's not looking at his phone for the segment this week because, Noud, I am imploring you. I am begging you. I want you to watch 5 minutes of wrestling and then tell me you can't be a fan. The 5 minutes I want you to watch is what we got this. You better wake the fuck up on my show. Thank you. Thank you. You gotta stay the fuck awake on my show. When Roman Reigns, come on, put your one up. I know you know that. Put your one up. Acknowledge Roman. Thank you. I at least you respect Roman. It's kind of I don't like it's the pinky. We're not Patrick Starr. We're not being fancy. We don't get the fucking. All right, you know what? I'm gonna stay calm. I have your attention, so I'm gonna keep it. With that being said, there's a man named Roman Reigns. There's a man named CM Punk. Okay, they are facing each other at the main event of WrestleMania. And they have had some of the best promo battles, which means when they go and talk shit back and forth. It will literally teach you how to talk shit. I want you to watch these 5 minutes that happened this past Monday. I will send you the clip, and that's all I want you to do. That's all you ever have to commit to me. And if you are at least a little bit intrigued after watching this 5-minute promo between CM Punk and Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw last week, then I don't know what to tell you. They go at it. CM Punk talks about Roman's father. Roman goes ahead and talks about how we only hired you for the 30, 40-year-old virgins that live in their mom's basement. There was a lot of good shit talking. It felt real. It didn't feel scripted. It felt like there was real hatred. If there's any time to get into wrestling, be cool. Maybe talk a little bit about it in your wedding speech, Noud. Get a little inspiration. Then that is what you need to do. So I am asking you directly, can you give me 5 minutes to watch one single wrestling thing this week?
Maybe.
Go fuck yourself. I'm going to send it to you until you watch it. All right, I'm going to send it to you.
Thank you guys for the show. We'll let Cartel Joe get out with his daily life with his phone.
Yeah, got runs to make, man.
Please like, download, and subscribe, obviously, to all of the Dynasty DNA podcasts on this network. Please, on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. We are strictly on YouTube still on our Four Corners Radio network until we move over to the Sports Network here soon. Thank you guys, obviously, for rocking with us. We'll continue to grow, continue to laugh. Obviously, please, like we said, and Joe wasn't here, but if you have mental health problems, please go and talk to somebody. Please call a hotline. That is my last tidbit of the show. Stay breezy, stay easy. One love. Go ahead, Cartel Joe.
Actually, go ahead and like and subscribe for real and get us popped off because clearly I can't afford good internet and I need to afford good internet. So please help us and get all the love and attention to the show so I can afford a real phone and a laptop.
Up again.
Also, go fuck yourself. I'm 6.5.